This is FilmScream. Want the latest on movies, shows, video games, and tech? Then keep it right here. Now, here's your hosts, Michael Allen, Daniel Long, and Zack Gordon.
Thank you so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. What is it? What?
Episode 12, boy.
No, that was last week, I think.
Oh, episode
13?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Last time I checked, that does come after 12. So.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We really do appreciate it. Don't listen to that intro. It's a little misleading. We actually, what the hell was that?
I was checking to make sure we're actually on episode 12.
Oh.
We killed Zack.
Yeah.
So he will no longer be on the podcast.
Yeah.
Ignore that. That song that just started playing.
Yeah.
They didn't hear it, but we heard it.
Yeah, we heard it. It threw me off.
So anyway, Zack.
Yeah, good buddy of ours, Brandon, will be filling in for him this week, or maybe indefinitely. I don't know.
Maybe
what's going on with Zack is son of a bitch just got married.
He did. Congratulations.
Great wedding. It was an awesome wedding.
It was a great wedding.
Great food.
Congrats to Zack. Congrats to his wife, Miranda.
Free liquor. It was great.
Free food.
Yeah, the food was fucking awesome.
Free dancing.
Yeah, well, a little too much dancing from a lot
of people.
A little
too much.
Where's dancing not free?
Well,
dancing
when you go to a strip club?
Soviet Russia
and North Korea.
That's someone else dancing. That's not really you dancing.
But you still, you don't want to look like this idiot that we saw dancing at the wedding, just dancing by himself. The most awkward thing probably I've ever witnessed.
And he was dancing with his friend and stuff, and they were just they're gone way too far.
It was
out.
really weird.
Hey, but they were having fun, and that's all that matters, man. Fuck the world, right?
Yeah, fuck the world.
I don't know. But yeah, congrats to Zack and Miranda. Love you both. That was awesome.
Welcome, Brandon.
Congratulations.
Welcome,
glad to Brandon. Yeah.
Thank you very much. It's nice to meet all of you guys.
All 100 of our Facebook followers.
Yes. For those, you threw me off with that. I don't know. You're just all like, Facebook followers.
Whoa.
But yeah, Zack's going to be going on his honeymoon. Lucky bastard gets to go to Universal. Go hang out at Harry Potter World.
For the 18th time. You know, I've never been to Disney World.
I'm a little jelly.
I've never been to Disneyland.
I've been
Disney
to Universal.
World.
But
I've never been to Universal.
Really?
My parents didn't love me.
Universal was fun. They didn't love you. Or they didn't want to drive their ass
I like how I
all the way
said
to
didn't,
Florida.
Past tense. No, they still don't.
No, they still do, I'm sure.
No, Universal is so much better than Disney World.
Really?
Considering I just went in June.
10 times better than Disney.
How's Gatlinburg since you burned it down on the way out?
Well,
yeah, what the hell?
About that.
The hell's wrong with you?
They caught the kids, supposedly.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I thought it was just like a natural thing. It just kind of caught on fire.
No, there were kids playing with matches, supposedly.
Sounds about right.
Well, how do you get a forest fire all the way down to that one thing? How does that happen?
That is a good question.
Do you just find some burnt matches? And
by use of
inferno?
dating.
Somebody said that they caught him on camera.
Really?
Caught him on camera. How's the camera not burnt?
Well,
the footage was probably uploaded to a site somewhere else.
This is 2016. They got iCloud and everything automatically uploaded.
Yeah, Jennifer Lawrence knows about that.
She knows it firsthand. But yeah, Zack will be on his honeymoon. Then when he comes back, he'll be enlisting in the army. So
he might be gone for a little while. Might have to ask Brandon to fill in a couple times.
Yeah, so this might be permanent. I might have to get a new intro. I might have to
inaugural podcast.
Might have to get the British lady to put Brandon in there. And
Brandon and Brandon Coleman. That was more Indian than anything.
I don't know why I did that too. I
can't do British.
Indian accent is infectious. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Well, I want to do a quick shout out to all of our Facebook fans. We hit over 100 likes.
Woo!
It's actually this past week, but like I said, really do appreciate it.
Well, apparently not enough to mention it last week. The hell was that?
We didn't hit 100 last week though.
Oh,
before the podcast.
Oh,
yeah. But yeah, so let's go ahead and jump into it. I was actually going to wait till the end of the podcast to talk about this, but I'm too excited.
Let's do
Best games of 2016. And yeah, we're going off ratings. I mean, personally, I didn't actually play. I think I played one.
You were too busy playing Destiny for the 8th time.
playing so many old games.
Division?
I played re-release Skyrim, played Destiny, which is old. I played Division came out this year, but
Did it?
Yeah,
I guess it did. Came out like March or
like
something.
May or March, yeah.
Something like that.
But that shit, the bad when it first came out.
Yeah. Did
It's
you ever play
It's
Division?
better now.
No, it doesn't sound like a game I've ever played.
No, it's not. It's not good.
It's a looter shooter. If you like Destiny, you'll like Division. If
It's
you
like-
don't, then you won't
It's
like
like a less good version of Diablo with guns.
it. Yeah, they copied off a lot of stuff from Diablo recently.
Yeah. Because
But,
nobody was playing it.
Now,
Yeah.
Destiny actually pissed me off. I played that for the longest time. And
Yeah, it's the
them
same.
releasing a game that was not completed and they intended to sell the rest of the game at a later date just completely turned me off.
I don't know
That's
if you've heard this
Activision for you.
bullshit. I think it was Destiny that did this. If you bought the season pass when it first came out, is this right? If you bought
What?
the season pass, you didn't get this most recent update, or is that for a
No,
different game?
you didn't get the last two recent updates.
Yeah. If you buy the season pass,
buy
it
the
pretty
season
much
pass,
is nothing.
It included the 2 story missions that they cut out the first year, and then they brought out, and then the season pass was pointless because then they brought out 2 more expansions that you had to buy separately for $30 a piece.
Taken King and then
Taken King was actually $40.
Rise of Iron.
Rise
or
of
whatever.
Iron was $30. By the way, the story mission was only 3 missions long.
Yeah, and Taken King I finished in like 6 hours, so
Yeah.
it really wasn't worth $40.
No.
Finished it in about the same time Halo 5's campaign.
You know me, man. Just bending over for Activision.
bending over.
dude. Just I keep calling back. I don't know why. It's the loot system, guys. It's
Bungie's like, Mike, come here, bend over. Let me shove my dick down your throat.
just dry as hell, too. I'm just putting it in dry.
Let me dry fuck you for $300.
Dude, oh shit! You guys' favorite game, Overwatch, is in top 5 here.
Couple
Dude, you know
times.
what's
Oh
weird?
shit! For PC and Xbox.
Yeah, it deserves it. You know what's weird? It's a fucking game that doesn't have a single player, but it's actually worth $60.
It's fucking Blizzard.
It is fucking Blizzard.
That's the thing, man. Blizzard makes gold, bro.
You know, I waited for I want to say when did it come out? Like April or something?
You waited a while before you got it.
Yeah, and I kept looking for deals and stuff, and it was a Blizzard game, so Blizzard games are always going to be pretty expensive. But
It's that holiday season, man. They crank that stuff down low.
I finally bit the bullet and bought it, and I've been playing it at least every other day since I bought it.
No, every day.
Yeah, pretty much. Unless I got something going, I'm pretty much on it.
You know Blizzard almost ruined that release.
How so?
When they actually released it, they had the intention of making it like Heroes of the Storm, where the game would
Oh,
be
yeah.
free to play, but then you had to buy each character that you wanted to play as.
Yeah.
Considering that it has 26 characters, that's a lot more money than you would have paid
It's a
on the front end.
lot. See, and it probably would be like League, because we played League for a little while, and they're the same way.
God, I love League.
But League did it a different way because they had, it would have been about the same percentage-wise, but they had about 100. I want to say they have about 100 now. And then you get, it's like 20 that you, is it, I can't remember. It's been
You
so
start
long.
off with a few.
You start off with a pretty good bit. But with Overwatch, I feel like they would have been like, okay, you get 1 or 2 attack characters, 1 or 2 defense characters. And that would have been shitty. Because that would have ruined, there would have been no meta. Like, no one would know how to play competitive. Because there's no fucking characters to play around with. Everybody just goes off what they see on YouTube and shit. And you don't know if you're good with a character until you fucking play it. Like, I didn't think I was going to be good with Junkrat. Then I played Junkrat. Really fucking like Junkrat.
Is that your main character?
I don't really have a main. Would you say I have a main?
No, you kind of went to Reaper now. You were Junkrat for a while. And,
Yeah.
you know, I was Roadhog for the longest time, but I think I'm playing more Diva now.
Yeah. We're kind of like,
Why are people always yelling about Diva?
because Diva's fucking good.
Really?
She's not too good to the point where she's overpowered,
Like
but
she's
she's
broken.
good. Like she has first of all, she's a fucking tank, so she got a shit ton of health. Second of all, she's got a shit ton of armor. Third of all, she got a fucking shield that she can absorb like any kind of projectile.
Best of all, she never has to reload.
Yeah,
Ever.
never. Unless she gets the now there is something if she's got pretty much two lives every time because once you get killed out of the mech, you still have your character's life, and then if you survive long enough, you can get back in your mech and do shit like that. But she's not too good to the point where she's overused and overpowered.
Yeah.
There's enough counters to her, to where it doesn't make her like
Broken.
need to be nerfed.
Yeah.
But if anybody's going to nerf someone, the entire community agrees with me, it's jumping on May. There's so many memes out there. Fuck May. May
My
froze
God.
my ass. May's a bitch. I hate that cunt.
It's because she has this ability. You hadn't played it, so you don't know. But she has this ability. Her first ability is she has this wall that she could put up, and it's like probably the length of like 5 characters standing next to each other. So first of all, you can put it because it's time based. The game's always time based, so you can put it at the front of the door as they're coming out, and then they have to wait, an extra 5 seconds for that wall to go down, and 5 seconds is a pretty good bit. That's like a 1/4 of a full push.
Yeah.
That's what they call it, a push. So she's got that, and then if she's getting like fucking quadruple teamed by everybody, she has this other ability where she just freezes herself and nothing can hurt her for like 5 seconds. Not only that, she gets healed while she's in there. So she can do that, wait for her wall to, recharge, push up her wall and run away. And then her main attack is she freezes you. So she just holds her gun at you and just holds the left click and it freezes you in like 5 seconds. And then all she's got to do is right click and she gets a headshot with a fucking icicle spear and you're dead.
She can literally kill you without...
That sounds overpowered.
It's like a 5-second kill or less. She just runs up, doesn't have to aim. If she's pointing in your general direction, you're gone.
Yeah. And there's very, very few counters to that. Because, yeah, you can be a tank and she can't kill you if it's just her, but she can sure as hell annoy the fuck out of you until everybody else gets there to kill you.
I'll object to that. As Roadhog, she'll take me down in one shot.
Okay, now Roadhog's a little squishy, but if you get like Diva or...
Squishy? He's got the most health.
Well, yeah, but doesn't have the most defense. If you go for the head, he's going down pretty fast.
But she's not only annoying as an opponent, she also is very, very annoying on your team. There's a lot of people, because she can wall in your teammates in a corner or put them in a room just to be an asshole. Of course, Daniel loves doing this too. When everyone's running out to somebody or running through a doorway, a wall comes up and everybody's like, fuck you, Chip.
Prick.
That's me. No, but you can troll an entire team on competitive by just not knowing where to put your wall or purposely putting your wall in the wrong spot just to fuck with people. You can lose games because of it.
What about the community? How's the community?
Community as in like the May community?
I mean, how are the people?
Oh, just in general?
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you get people that are assholes that don't know how to play.
Yeah.
And then you get
Why
people
do you call them assholes if they don't know how to play?
Okay, let me rephrase.
I started the game that you've been wanting me to get this game, and I started it, am I an asshole because I don't know how to play it?
No, you're an asshole, like for completely separate reasons. But
all right, I'll take that.
But no, what I'm saying is like you could have somebody who's an asshole and somebody who doesn't know how to play, or a mixture of both.
Yeah, an asshole that doesn't know how to play is somebody who completely ignores everything you're saying to them. You suggest them, we don't need 5 tanks right now. Please pick an attack character, and then they just completely ignore you.
They don't,
or
they're not even in the chat, and they don't give a shit.
Yeah, it is such a team-based game. It's so hard to go in there solo and just like do well, unless you're personable as shit and you can go in there and make friends and work well with any team. It's hard because you're going to go in there solo queue and you're going to be matched with people who don't know what they're doing, or people who don't want to listen, people who don't have a headset and won't talk. Which, if you're not talking in competitive, then you're not doing it right, because you got to talk. You got to say, hey, there's this over here. Hey, you need to switch to this to counter this and all this.
Is competitive the only thing they have, or do they have training modes?
Oh, they have everything. They have you got a practice range. You got custom games where you can do whatever you want. You got skirmish, which is before games. You just play around and just while you're pretty much in a queue to get into a game. And then you have competitive, and then you have the most popular, which is quick play, which is just what it sounds, just quick play. And then a new thing they just added about probably a month ago called Arcade, where you got like a 3v3 mode, a 1v1 mode, a 6v6 mystery mode where it just randomly gives you a character to play as. And
that sounds fun.
And then they'll have holiday-based ones. Like for Halloween, they had Junkrat's something or other, where just like waves of zombie robot things You had to kill them, and then now it's maze snowball thing where it's just a bunch of maze throwing snowballs at each other.
Now, in arcade, you can be anybody you want.
Yeah.
But in quick play, I don't know if you know this or not, but nobody can pick the same character, which causes a lot of frustration on your team.
But I think it's good, though, too.
It is.
This is why you have to be... You cannot play Overwatch like you could Call of Duty. Because in Call of Duty, you could pick whatever the fuck you want. You could pick whatever gun you want. As long as you're good with it, nobody gives a shit. But if you go into a competitive game and you've got 2 healers, 1 tank, and 3 DPS, one of those DPS is going to be expected to switch to a tank. And you got to be versatile and be able to be like, yeah, I can do this since we need it.
Yeah, I mean, that's how it is. They have that kind of setup in Siege, one of my favorite games in 2015. They had, you could only pick one character. You know, you can't have multiple of the same person. Right. And I like games like that because it causes you to, to think a little bit more on your feet.
See, and that's something in competitive, you always couldn't pick the same character. But before quick play, you could have 6 maze if you wanted. So you could just have a team that trolls the shit out of you. I never saw it done, but in theory, I feel like you could just wall off all of the exits, and then the other maze could come up, and their cooldowns are gone. You just wall it off, and then you keep waiting for your cooldown to reset, wall it off again.
Oh, my God.
You have to hope
you
for a
try that
good
now,
sniper.
Yeah. You got to hope for something.
Uncharted 4. So Uncharted 4, I don't know what I was about to say, for PS4. Of course it's for PS4. Is the highest game for 2016. Are you really surprised? I mean, you really enjoyed the game, didn't you? Except for the ending there. That
No, I like the ending. I was just expecting something different. I know you don't give a shit about the spoilers for this game, so I'm going to go ahead and say it. I was expecting somebody to die, and nobody dies. It's just
nobody.
All hunky-dory at the end.
Man, everybody was speculating that Sully was going to die.
Yeah, because he got so close.
I don't want him to because I like Sully, but...
It was either the first or second game, he gets shot and you think he's dead. And then in the third game, he almost dies and he's like, no, I can't do this anymore. So he leaves. And then the fourth game, he comes back. So everybody's like, oh, okay, he's going to die. Another thing I did not like was the villain. He just felt boring to me. He was just this rich guy. That's pretty much it. He wanted to be more rich. That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
When you're rich, I mean, you just want to be more rich? Or?
See, the thing is, though, like the first game, you had this guy who was crazy and wanted power, so he was searching for this stone that, quote-unquote, gave him power. It was really not really a power. It was more like just stamina and
I
shit.
like the stories from the first, second. I think the third was the best. I still think the third is the best one.
Yeah. And then the second one, you have this, I think it was the second one. It might have been the third one, where you have this city... Shangri-La or something. It's been so long since I played
Is that
it.
the ancient city with all the dudes?
All
monsters?
The dudes, yeah.
Monster dudes?
But that might have been the third one. But what I'm saying is that all the bosses kind of had this not supernatural but special thing about them. And this guy was just a rich asshole.
Just want to be rich, dude. And he had a gun, right?
Yeah. Gameplay was solid. Nothing like extremely new except the rope mechanics were kind of cool. You get to swing around on a rope and jump on people's heads from the rope and shit like that. But
I saw you the grapple.
Yeah.
That thing was cool.
It was a little
that was a cool feature.
Kind of defied physics a little. Kind of jumped around all over the place, and well, that just wouldn't happen. Or the one you were watching, you're like, come on, because I was swinging from one rope, and then as I pull my rope off of that limb and then swing it to one rope with no leverage or anything like that as I'm falling, and you're like, come on, that can't happen.
I mean, it looked like a great game though. Especially from the people I've watched stream and from Daniel playing. I mean, it looked like a fun game. I mean, the Uncharted series is awesome.
Brandon's never played that, though.
The third is my favorite, so.
I will have to say I've never owned a PlayStation, so it's highly unlikely that I'll ever get the chance to play Uncharted.
You
never going to get a PlayStation, dude?
No, I'm actually going full on to PC. I've just gotten so sick of consoles. I have the Xbox One, and it was kind of a disappointment, and I just don't want to go back.
Man. It's understandable.
I wouldn't say my PlayStation's a disappointment, but I do enjoy my PC more currently.
I'll eventually be going to PC soon. Star Citizen is getting really, really, really good on PC, so I'll probably be switching over, and that'll probably be my game.
The thing is, though, they don't really have that many. See, like, what is this? It's the number 3 on this top-rated list. Out of the Park Baseball 17.
I don't look at those
PC.
ones. I don't look at those ones because
hell is that?
Look at the user rating.
Oh, sweet
Yeah.
Jesus!
Yeah, anything
3.5.
that drastically different, I won't. But that Overwatch on PC had a 6.8. That's weird.
Yeah, I don't know where they're getting
That's
these
odd.
scores from, but I
5.1.
don't feel like that's accurate.
I just look at the critic scores over here on the side, just kind of a reference mostly.
Yeah.
So Uncharted, of course Overwatch, of course Witcher 3.
Did you ever play Witcher 3, Brandon?
I played a little bit of Witcher 3.
Oh, I missed out on that one. I actually didn't have the PC built when it came out. I need to go back and buy it. It's one I was really wanting to play.
Yeah, it's
Gorgeous game.
It's good. It's intimidating though. Like
That's why I haven't played more than an hour of it. It's just it throws everything at you. So there's so much shit to do. It's so overwhelming.
The map is bigger than Skyrim, I think, isn't it?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It's not open world, by the way. Don't let them lie to you. You have to teleport.
It's
between different
sectioned off
areas.
open world.
They're pretty massive, but it still pisses me off when they say open world. It's like they did with Dragon Age.
What I
That
really
still pisses
like,
me off.
what I've heard about it, is that all the DLC is free.
Yeah.
Exact opposite of Destiny.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what people want. They want a full game, and then they want extra content that's not part of the original game.
I feel like the problem with companies now is they get so many IPs going that they don't know what to focus on. So they do a little bit to this and a little bit to that, and then they just release it without knowing, hey, this isn't a fucking completed game. And so they're like, oh, here's some DLC for $20.
Wow. Or you could be Activision and have a whole story and just hack it up and then sell it as Destiny 1.
Or what's that bullshit? I don't know if you heard about this. The Hitman, the new Hitman game is like episodic.
Chapters. Yeah.
It's like 5 episodes that you have to buy individually.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, they're like $15 each, so it's pretty much the same as buying
They dropped
an
down
actual
to like
game.
$5 during the holidays.
Yeah, of course they did.
But that's still more
Nobody
than a
wants 'em.
traditional price.
Yeah. Yep.
That's how they get you.
It's just dumb. It's just the new way to do things. That's why I like Overwatch, because they have enough money and enough staff to just keep supporting it without charging you extra. But you know what? They do make money off those loot boxes, because I have been known to swipe the old credit card a couple times.
I'm not going to say shit about that. I mean, I'm right there with you.
Yeah. You don't have to. I already know. I see your bank statements.
What? How?
You paid $9.95 to Bungie. You paid $9.95 to Bungie. You paid $298 to Bungie.
Whoa! Why did it jump up?
Because that was like last year.
Oh, altogether.
Yeah, this is your yearly statement.
That's my yearly statement. Dark Souls 3 is on the list, of course.
Dark Souls 3 was
Battlefield 1.
y'all feel like there's games that just kind of come out under the radar and like nobody knows about?
Yeah.
Like Mirror's Edge 2.
Titanfall
the
2.
fuck was that? Titanfall 2 came out at a bad time.
Mirror's Edge came out. Mirror's Edge came out, and they barely did any advertisement. Nobody knew it came out. Nobody.
People knew it was coming out, but then like the last month before it came out, nobody said anything about it.
And then we realized it was just shit. So
Seems like they may have lost some funds on that.
Yeah, no kidding. They probably ran out of revenue to...
the game bombed.
They probably ran out of funds to, what's it called, make ads and shit like that.
Yeah.
Ads are expensive.
Or the company goes, this game is shit. I don't want to spend money on that. What else we got on here?
Pokemon Sun.
Dishonored 2, Pokemon Sun and Moon, Battlefield
I'm the only one
1,
here that's played that, but I'll take it.
Titanfall 2. You still haven't played that.
No, I haven't.
Sid Meier's Civilization 6. I still haven't gotten to that.
I think
I know you want to play that. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm waiting for it to drop down to about $40. I'm gonna pick it up.
I think Brandon's the only one that played Battlefield 1.
I still do.
You still do?
I still enjoy it.
What do you think? Is it good?
It's great.
I heard the new map is crazy good.
Oh, it is. And but just the game overall is, I don't even know how they could give it that. Well, I guess for certain glitches and things they could rank it down, but it's so much more different than any first person shooter out there right now.
Well, it was just so, it was almost like a mic drop when the Call of Duty Infinite Warfare trailer released and everybody was shitting on it, and it's the #1 disliked most disliked video on YouTube because it's all like futuristic and shit. And they're like, oh, okay, Battlefield 1, World War 1.
People are tired of that, man.
I was tired of it when Black Ops 2 came out. I told you that. I was like, why are they doing this futuristic bullshit? I don't care about that. If I wanted that, I'd go play fucking Halo.
3?
Black Ops 2 was like that.
I don't remember 2 being like that.
2 was futuristic. Not extremely futuristic, like with jetpacks and shit.
I don't remember anything.
And nanosuits and whatever the hell else. But
they're getting way too
Black Ops 2 was their last good one anyways.
I mean,
as soon
2
as
was
Modern
okay,
Warfare
but...
3 came out, it just started going down, man. Modern Warfare 3, Ghosts, Advanced Warfare, Infinite.
Guess how many times
Black Ops 3.
I played Ghosts. Not even kidding, I played it once.
Me too.
One
Me
time.
too.
Once.
It was free on my Xbox. That's
Really?
how bad it was.
I went in the first game I played, and I played 2 maps. In both maps, I kept getting sniped.
Well, I got it for free, and you know a game's bad when you don't play it when it's free.
Yeah.
Like my mom bought it for me, so I booted it up and I started playing, and I'm like trying to snipe, and all these people are killing me with these different perks and jumping around and boosting around, and I'm like, what the hell is this bullshit? So I just never played it
Ghost
again.
was trash.
Well, even the new one, Infinite Warfare, I just have a feeling that if they're bundling it together with a remastered game, they're just using the remaster to try to sell the Infinite Warfare.
You heard about that bullshit where they wouldn't split it up? Are they still doing that where you
What?
can't buy Modern Warfare individually?
No, you can't.
People are so pissed about that.
Yeah.
You
Nobody
have to
wants
buy
Infinite.
Yeah. And it's
That's
like
why they're doing it, because they want the sales. But their sales dropped 50% since Black Ops 3.
thank God.
Nobody wants that shit anymore.
Yep. Battlefield 1.
Now they're talking about Vietnam.
What, Battlefield are?
No, they're talking about Call of Duty. They're going to Vietnam.
Thank God. They need to.
They need to. I'm tired of these fucking stupid small player maps. I don't want that shit. I want Battlefield. I just want massive fucking maps.
I feel like if you're not going all out doing like a space shooter or some shit, just fucking do a war.
I want 32 versus 32. That's what I want. I
So
don't
you
I don't want
mag.
6 versus 6. That's so stupid.
You want mag for PS3.
Let's do it.
Do you want to hear about some bullshit? I don't know if I told you about this, but I might have told you. Mag, it was this game that came out on PS3, and it was like 126 player maps, and it was kind of like PlanetSide, except less of a scale because PlanetSide's massive.
Yeah, it is.
But it did okay for like the first month it came out. People were playing it, and Adam Patrick said no, it was a good game, and he enjoyed playing it. But then it did so poorly that they couldn't afford to keep the servers online, and they're still selling the game. You cannot play the game, and they're still selling it.
The fuck?
They don't have servers, and they don't have a single player, and there's no servers to play the game. But you go to Walmart and shit, in some places, they still have it. Shrink wrapped and selling it for like $40.
Do people have their own servers up for it?
No. It's on PS3. You can't do that.
I've read that. I actually saw that. People put in the game, they said no servers can be found.
Yep. It's ridiculous.
The fuck is that?
So, little Johnny on Christmas morning gets mag from his mommy for his PS3 that's about to crap out. Turns it on, puts it in, can't play it.
That's
Ridiculous.
the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
It's another reason why you go to PC.
Exactly. You just pirate everything. What? No, don't pirate everything.
Have your own servers.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, Last Guardian. What the hell, man? That was supposed
What
to be
about
a
it?
big game.
I feel like it was.
Sitting at an 8.3, users only at 7.7.
7.7 for
kinda
users.
mediocre.
7.7 for users, pretty good though.
I think it's mediocre, though. You know? The hell? Is that me? Oh,
I think that's
me.
you.
Trailer started playing.
Fuck you. User scores are kind of misleading sometimes though.
Yeah, a little bit. I just expected it to be a lot bigger than it was, especially for how long they've been waiting to give it to us.
Yeah. It was supposed to come out on PS3. This is a game they teased for like 8 years.
It's Kingdom Hearts 3, too.
I don't want to talk about
2017, dude, you're getting it. All right?
Oh, am I? Yeah.
Maybe.
We you probably remember Hunter Keen, right? From SBC?
Yeah, I do.
We both loved the first game, and it came out, let me look it up, hold on.
2001?
I want to say 2001.
You know, actually, I was going to buy it, and I asked Ashley. I said, for my birthday or something, it's going to come out in November. Got pushed back, and that was last year. And it's still
You're
not
going to get
out.
it for Xbox One?
I was going to.
Yeah. This is actually, it is still coming out for Xbox One, isn't it?
I thought it was a PlayStation exclusive, isn't
I
it?
think originally it was, but I think then they started saying that it was going to be on Xbox as well.
Oh, okay.
Because it's owned by Square Enix.
That's fine. PlayStation exclusives are starting to make it unfair.
But anyway, Kingdom Hearts 1 came out March 28th, 2002. Kingdom Hearts 2 came out December 22nd, 2005. So that's 3 years apart. And we were like,
it's a little ridiculous.
Freaking out. It's like, fucking 3 years. I want to play this game.
Yeah.
And so Hunter King and I played it for 8 hours one night when it came out. And then we're like, oh shit, when's the next one coming out? 11 years. Still hasn't come
you
out.
guys had 2.5 though, and then 2.8.
Yeah, those are relevant.
2.8's coming out.
You know where the door is. You can leave anytime. They have so many fucking like minor games that no one gives a shit about. Like 356 over 2 days and Birth by Sleep, and it's like for PSP and things like that. Nobody has a PSP anymore.
No.
Nobody cares.
Does.
And the problem is they came out with a bunch of different games that all ran together minorly. Is that a word? Kind of very little ran together. But they had it for PS2, then it came out for PSP, then it came out for 3DS, then it came out for Game Boy, then it came out
Virtual
for 3DS.
For Vita.
Came out for Vita?
Virtual, yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Console. But it just came out for like 8 different things, and everybody just wanted 3. And then they're like, no, Kingdom Hearts 2.8 remix final hashtag.
Yeah, I saw that 2.8. Yeah, I'm like, that's funny. Just come out with 3.
I am gonna buy it though. I'm gonna buy 2.8.
You are, and you're gonna be gone for like 8 days.
Yeah. Let me show you. They're not gonna be able to see it. People listening, but let me show you the Kingdom Hearts compared to 2.8. Picture just released on. It was on Reddit the other day.
Yeah.
And the difference is like amazing because you're looking at PS2 graphics and it's like all blocky and no color, and then it.
Oh, so they redid everything.
Yeah, it's completely redone.
Shit. Okay.
Let me see if I can find it on Reddit. We can talk about something else.
Well, next year we got Mass Effect Andromeda. That's the game I'm waiting for. I love the Mass Effect series. We have Horizon Zero Dawn for PS4. We got Resident Evil 7. I know a lot of people are excited about that.
Zack is really excited for that.
For Honor, Ghost Recon Wildlands. Ghost Recon Wildlands will probably be another bullshit Division game. Another Prey.
What is Prey?
Wasn't that a game that came out in like
Y'all never play Prey?
06? Yeah, wasn't that like an older game?
It is a very old game, and I can't tell you if it released on 360 or on Xbox original, but I had it, and it's an alien abduction game, and the main character is like an Indian. He's on an Indian reservation, and it's kind of like an adventure sci-fi, but it has a weird twist to it.
Oh shit, it's a Bethesda game.
I'm thinking of, what's that one? Evolve. That's what I was thinking of when you said that.
Dude, fuck that game, man. Trash game.
Okay, so this is the original.
That's the original.
Make it bigger.
All right. Looks terrible when it's bigger.
And then that's the new one.
A lot better.
Yeah. it's gonna be it's gonna be interesting to say the least. Hey, maybe they'll make 6 DLCs that you got to pay extra for, even if you own the season pass.
Hey, getting my Switch. First game I'm buying is Zelda and Skyrim. Zelda next year. Halo Wars 2, nobody gives a shit. Injustice 2, I'm ready for that. Fractured Butthole, Daniel, I know you'll get that.
You keep saying that, but it is called Butthole.
Butthole, yeah, but we know what they're doing. I'm not stupid. Fractured Butthole, and then the Xbox exclusive.
Did you ever play Stick of Truth?
Yes, I did.
It was so good. It was like watching and playing a South Park movie.
You wanted to keep going.
It's so good. You never beat it, did you?
What?
Stick of Truth.
I only played a couple hours. Yeah.
Well, you're gonna pre-order, right?
The superhero one, I want to pre-order it on PlayStation.
Because they actually
the superhero one looks a lot of fun.
I don't know if you heard about this, but they actually give you a pretty good deal. It's not, you get a theme if you pre-order. You get the entire Stick of Truth game.
Yeah.
I think it's remastered.
Yeah.
Remastered for either Xbox One or PS4.
Yeah, it's actually really good.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Kingdom Hearts 2.8 comes out in 2017. So I don't know what's going on with that, man. I don't know why it's taking so long.
Originally they had.
Do you think it's Disney kind of just fucking being assholes about it?
I don't know. Maybe they're waiting for more Disney movies to come out so they can have more planets.
No, they're tied up with Star Wars right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's all they care about, the big money stuff.
Well, they originally had a release date, like a placeholder release date of December 31st of this year, and then they changed it to like March of next year, and now it's just up in the air. It's probably December 31st of next year now.
Yeah, it'll get pushed back again.
Yeah,
It'll probably be 2018. Sniper Elite 4.
Nobody cares.
What?
I said nobody cares.
I love that game. Crackdown 3. What else we got?
Crackdown 3?
Yeah.
Crackdown was a good game.
2017.
See, you played Crackdown 1. I remember you used to play the shit out of that.
Yep.
I remember you played it at your house like 10 years ago, and you said, was it you that said 2 wasn't good?
It wasn't as good as the first one. I mean, they changed a lot up. They made it more cartoony, but the first one was
so it's like Saints Row.
kind of, but it's kind of like an RPG and a Grand Theft Auto mix.
Hey, that sounds like fun.
It does sound like fun. Okay, let's see. On GameStop.com, Kingdom Hearts 3 is not even listed anymore.
They took it off.
They took it off.
Oh my god. They're gonna be like, they can wait till 2020.
Let's see if our I'm gonna be like Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah, but
I don't know why I turned like old school like.
You know you're gonna play 2.8 though.
I don't know why I turned into 80-year-old Bane just then. Kingdom Hearts 3. Let's see if Amazon has a listing for it. Probably not.
Dude, Amazon's always, they pay Amazon to leak their information.
Amazon does have a listing for it. Delivery. This item will be released on December 29th, 2017. Yeah, I'm sure.
Last day, huh?
No, that'd be the 31st, my dude.
Kingdom Come Deliverance, guys. Check out that game. It's going to be a great PC game.
That's another one that's... is it only PC?
Yeah. Until console versions the following year.
We got to get the bugs worked out first.
Yeah, exactly.
Star Trek Bridge.
No, fuck that. They just release it and let us be the beta testers. We are beta testers.
Well,
you guys know that, right?
They're an indie company, so that's okay.
We're beta testers now. They push out games, and we pay.
Can I get paid to do it?
No, it's reverse. Normally we get paid to beta test, but now we're paying to beta test and then paying extra for the actual game when it comes out. Patch? No, we can't patch that in. You got to pay for it.
Ha! All right, Star Trek Bridge Crew. I can't wait for that. That's a VR game. I can't wait for that, dude. I have to be fucking Kirk. Fuck you, dude. Outlast 2. Gran Turismo.
Did you ever play Outlast?
I don't think so.
Oh my god, I played so much of the first one.
It
was so good.
I watched people play it, but I think I'd only played like a few minutes myself. Just things like that don't really appeal to me. Like
it's terrifying.
I'll watch it, but
it's terrifying. Yeah, because you didn't play. What was that? Until Dawn, like one of my favorite games.
Yeah.
And but it was fun to watch. It was a great game. Great game. What else we got? Nothing. Cool.
What were you gonna say?
Cool.
I was just thinking, all the horror games that I loved were basically Silent Hill, and I really had my hopes up for a Silent Hill game with Norman Reedus as the main character.
PT.
And they dropped it.
Did you see the gameplay for PT?
Uh-huh.
It was terrifying. Mike, I get home one day after work, and Mike's like, "Here, play this," and I had no idea what the fuck it was, and so I'm sitting there playing it.
I called you because I found out that there was a demo going around called PT, but no one knew what the fuck it was. It was just called Playable something.
Playable teaser.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, well, what the fuck is this? So I called you because I didn't have a PS4 at the time. I'm like, can I download this? You're like, yeah, go ahead. So I downloaded it, and then when he got home, I started playing it. So everybody in the house came into the room.
Y'all played it before I got there, because as soon as I got there, you were like, here, play this. And I started playing this, and then all of a sudden this fucking witch bitch jumps out at me, and I fucking shit myself.
Yeah, it was terrifying. And the thing is, I grew up with Silent Hill. That was the game I played. I played 1, 2. No, I didn't play 1. I played 2. 3 is my favorite, and Homecoming. And then Downpour was kind of whatever.
What'd you think of Downpour?
I don't think I played Downpour. Homecoming was probably the last one I played and actually enjoyed.
That's my favorite. Yeah.
Homecoming was pretty good. My ex-girlfriend let me borrow it. I think I still have it, actually. And I played about 3 hours.
Awesome.
It was pretty fun.
Game.
Did you get the remastered collection? It was like a Silent Hill 1 and 2.
No.
It was for 360.
I think it was 2 and 3, wasn't it?
Might have been 2 and 3.
I don't think they had 1. I still have never played 1, even though that... But Silent Hill was my game, dude. That was my horror game. That's what I grew up... Everybody was like Resident Evil, but I'm like, no, man, Silent Hill. So I was excited about Silent Hills. And then they trashed it, and I was just absolutely pissed. But
You know what? A game Brandon and I used to play all the time. Suffering, Ties That Bind, or whatever.
The Suffering, the one where you're in a prison.
Yeah.
Yep, I
Yeah.
remember that.
We rented that and played it all night. Terrified.
That was
There's
that was
cheats for it.
horrible.
Yeah. You know a game's old when there's cheats for it.
Oh, I remember that cover. I've never played that game though. I played shit like Manhunt.
That band game.
Yeah, the one they have on PS4 right now.
Yeah.
For like $8. Oh shit, guys! Red Dead Redemption 2.
There's a rumor going around that there's supposedly 3 playable characters, heroes for that. Not heroes.
I'm not gonna get those games.
Protagonists.
Cowboy games are really my cup of tea, but I'll get it for online.
But it's not really a cowboy game. It's like Grand Theft Auto with horses, right?
Kinda, yeah. But I really don't know how they're going to make a second one. And spoiler alert, how are they going to follow up a game where the main person in the game dies at the end?
I thought it was a prequel,
I think it is going to be a prequel.
That I didn't know.
Yeah, I'm not
which would
sure.
be cool
but-
because you get to see him in the gang and all that shit.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
gang
because
lives.
they released a teaser and it was like him on a hill with like it was clearly him
Now
with
the
like
whole
10 people with him. So there's
the whole gang thing will fit really well with online. So
yeah. Did y'all ever play Assassin's Creed Brotherhood?
Yes.
I'm hoping it's
Is
not
it the-
like that
is
because that was very minor in the sense that you could have a guild, I guess the Assassin's Guild. It was very minor. You had like side missions you could send them on. It was almost like a phone game where you send this and it takes 5 hours and you could speed it up for gems and all that shit
Fuck
like
that.
that.
You better hope it's not like Grand Theft Auto 5 online, too. Nobody's going to be able to move without somebody getting sniped or run over.
See, I talked about that.
God, I love playing that online though.
Yeah, that was our game. If you play that alone, you're kind of fucked.
See the new update, import export.
Mm-mm.
You can steal high end cars now and customize them and keep them.
Make them your own
Yeah,
in the online.
yeah.
That's probably gonna piss a lot of people off, though.
I think they're gonna have it to where you can't sell it. That's the only thing I could see. Because if you're just gonna go around and steal hot cars and then sell them for $2-3 million,
They either need to do that, or they need to make it where it's all new cars. Like you can't, like in their lower end, the
Specific
ones
cars?
that people paid for.
Shit, I would never take my car out of the garage then.
Yeah, exactly. No, but see, if somebody else destroys it, then they gotta pay for it, depending on how expensive the car
which
is.
I didn't mind.
Yeah.
I got insurance.
Yeah, exactly. We used to we had our was it gang colors, I guess. It was like red and black, and we'd get these huge trucks and like max them out with chrome and shit like that, and just drive around just 4 deep, just going around finding people to fuck with. We were what was wrong with Grand Theft Auto Online.
I still remember that the update the last time I played. They had that update with the armored car with the turret on top.
Yeah.
And I'd sit there on top, and then and then Gabe and a bunch of people would be driving around in the car, and I'd be like, "Roll out,
Roll out."
But yeah, that was a lot of fun trolling people. Biggest fucking game disappointments this year, dude. And of course, the big one. So many fucked up PC ports.
What do you mean?
Mafia 3,
Oh,
Dishonored
God.
2, No Man's Sky, XCOM 2, Hitman.
I'm gonna let Brandon lead this one. What do you think? What would you rank the
The
highest?
worst?
The highest. It could be a new game or like Mike was saying, like a port. The biggest fuck up of this year.
It's
What do you think?
definitely No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna
I was
say.
hoping you were
Yeah.
going to have a different opinion than us, but
No. They lied to their entire fan base
Bull
constantly.
face lied.
we shit talked that guy Sean Murray so much. Every single podcast,
He
it seems
disappeared.
like he disappeared until 3 months later, and he's like,
No, he still
"Hey."
hasn't said anything.
No, he did say something because they
Did
brought
he?
up that update.
I thought that was just Hello Games talking.
It probably was, yeah. But Hello Games was even silent for that whole time.
So long. And they came back. They're like, "Hey, we're listening to all your stuff, good and bad, and we're gonna make it better."
And we're so proud of what we've accomplished and all this. And I'm like, why are you trying to play Damage Control 3 months later?
Yeah, and you know it's bad when the president of PlayStation was like, "Yeah, we're not with them."
What
we
he
don't know who
needs
those
to
people
do
are.
is say, he needs to apologize, say, I thought it was going to be bigger than what it was, and it wasn't. and he's to offer something free because people aren't gonna. He's dead in this industry. He is dead unless he has committed suicide. Unless he brings it back somehow.
You see, I don't even think that it was an accident. I don't think that he thought it was ever going to be big. I don't think he put any money into it, and this was just going to be like a quick cash grab.
Yeah. See, there's a bunch of different things it could be, because if you listen to him in certain interviews, you can hear them as they ask questions. They'll be like, "Is there going to be this?" And he'll be like you see the gears turning, and he's like, yeah, there's going to be that in there. And he's like conniving about it. But then there's also times in interviews where he's like, yeah, we're going to have this and this and that. And he'll be like, it's not in yet, but it's going to be in eventually. We're going to put it in. And so it's hard to say. It's hard to say if he was, like you're saying, trying to make a cash grab, or if he's just being genuine.
You think he had?
I lean more towards the cash grab, but
he thinks he could do stuff like EA and Activision. You haven't been around enough. You haven't been around long enough to steal our fucking money. Go fuck yourself.
Honestly, what it is...
He stole plenty.
Go ahead.
That's all I'm going to say, is he's stolen plenty of money. There's many people that went out and bought the game with high expectations.
I was about to pre-order it. I was going to pre-order it. Thank God I waited.
Yep. You know the last game I pre-ordered?
Skyrim.
No. Assassin's Creed Unity. And that game came out and was trash. There were so many glitches. You flying squirreled off one building into another. I was there with you that one day.
That was another free game that Origin gave to me.
Yeah, and you probably didn't play it.
Well, not Origin. Shit, they got their own thing now. It's not Origin.
I know what you're talking about.
Wait, EA has Origin. You mean Ubisoft? You mean Uplay?
Uplay. That's it. Uplay gave it away for free.
Yeah.
So
well, it's shit.
Yep.
Tell you another fucking bullshit, terrible Ubisoft game. Fucking The Crew.
Oh my god.
Fucking joke.
You know what it is though? Going back to No Man's Sky. It's everyone's obsession with indie shit now. Like Binding of Isaac. Y'all heard of that, right? You ever heard of Binding of Isaac?
Yeah, I heard it was a big game.
Yeah, it was cheap. It was an indie company, and everybody feels for the the lower guy, and that's what this was supposed to be. They're like, yeah, we're a small team of 10, 15 people.
Look how massive it is.
Look how massive this game is. We're trying really hard. Support us, and they capitalized on that.
It was weird.
Yeah.
It was I don't know. No Man's Sky. Go fuck yourself.
No.
Okay.
I'm going to check my email and make sure there's nothing blowing up at the data center.
There's probably our boss just called him, by the way.
Oh, okay.
That's what that was.
And I'm not supposed to get calls after hours unless there's something on fire or we got permanent damage, data loss.
Which very well could be the case. But anyway, what you got? Hit us with the next.
Well, they got another one. Kotaku, sometimes you piss me off, but
yeah, they're kind of
PS4 Pro isn't exactly the upgrade we hoped for. It wasn't supposed to be an upgrade. It was just supposed to be more of a powerful system for your VR. Yeah. People need to stop seeing it as a completely new system. It's not an Xbox One S.
Well, people need to realize that everyone has done that for every single system since the Xbox 360 and the PS2 came out. Because you had the PS2, the fat one, and you had the PS2 Slim.
And they did.
You had a PS3
PS4
fat
Slim.
one, and then you had another PS3, and then you had a PS3 Slim. You had the Xbox Arcade, you had the Xbox original 360, and then you had the Xbox 360 Elite. Like, everybody does it.
Yeah.
I mean, people are acting like it's something new.
They are, and they brought out a PS4 Slim.
Yeah.
There's an Xbox One Slim.
This was for...
There's an Xbox One S.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. This was for VR specifically. Playing games in VR and stuff like that. But everyone's like, where's the 4K disc drive? I'm like, okay, show me your 4K TV. Oh, well, I don't have one.
Oh,
well, why are you complaining?
Why do you care?
Why do you care?
First of all, you got to have a 4K TV, then you got to have a 4K system, then you got to have a 4K Blu-ray.
It's like fucking hell, dude.
All you got to do is wait until 4K is obsolete. Just like with HD DVD that went obsolete, and then Laserdisc.
I still remember that. Oh my god, Laserdisc.
4K
got their ass kicked by VHS.
4K is kind of in its prime right now, but you do know that 8K is out.
Yeah.
There's 16K.
See?
Yep.
Yeah, and those are... I think I saw one for like 20 grand on Best Buy.
I was going to say, that's kind of what's holding me back from getting another console. They think that they're catching up on the gaming market by putting out these 4K systems, but PCs had
behind.
4K for how long?
Yeah.
Long time. I mean, you got to have the monitor and the video card.
And it's not
everything to
even.
support
I
it.
mean, I wouldn't even say 4K on PC is that affordable yet. The graphics
It's pretty
cards
expensive.
are, but the monitors, dude, that's a fucking kick in the balls.
Yeah, the
dude.
monitor is what the big thing is because you got to get a monitor that can support it.
A
You can
monitor
get
costs as much as the video card.
Exactly.
I mean, because you can get a 1060, what, 250,
They're pretty
250
cheap.
bucks?
Maybe not.
And they,
Probably about
and they
300.
can run 4K pretty good.
Yeah.
But then you got to get a monitor with $500 please. Like, I'm not paying that.
Or you could plug it into a 4K Vizio. Those are pretty cheap.
Yeah. Or that one brand we were at the store the other day saw this
What, Element?
like Chongqing
Dude,
60-inch.
Don't knock those. People are buying the shit out of those things.
60-inch 4K TV with it was like $200. And
Yeah.
Brandon's like, "There's got to be something wrong." Looked it
Don't
up.
knock them.
Had like a 1.4 out of 5. Like, what
People are
the fuck?
buying the shit out of them Ching Wows.
They probably are.
Dude.
Yeah, they
West-
only last for a few months.
Yeah,
don't
exactly.
don't buy any Elements. Don't buy any Westinghouses. Don't buy any Ching-Wong or whatever the fuck it is. Don't buy those. They're trash.
Samsung,
especially-
Sony, Vizio.
I would recommend Samsung. Hands down. Samsung.
I'd recommend Vizio because I have this one in my room.
Vizio's
Granted,
a good,
it's-
affordable brand.
It's obsolete now, but it's still a smart TV, 1080p, and everything. It's cool.
I'm
Works
definitely a Samsung fanboy, but
Samsung boy. Yep.
but
Samsung
LG
boy.
TVs, they look the best to me.
LG is really nice. Yeah.
LG's got good shit. Sony's got good stuff too. Panasonic's pretty good.
Curved.
Don't forget about Sharp too. They're a little bit
Yeah.
more expensive.
I've never. Is Sharp good?
but very good.
Sharp
They
is-
were
I
actually,
hated their 1080p shit, man. Their TVs used to look like dirt.
Well, they actually have different lines, and when 1080 actually came out, I think, and don't quote me on this, they were one of the first TV lines to come out with the fourth color. All the other
It's
TVs,
RGB, right?
All the other TVs have RGB,
Yeah.
and Sharp Aquas came out with RGBY and put in a yellow tint to it to add more color depth.
That's cool. My brother had one of those. The only thing I had with those were that they were plasma, and I can't stand plasma, man.
No, nobody really has plasma anymore.
The one I have in
My
my
parents
room,
do.
the one in my room is plasma. The one I bought from you, Daniel.
Is it gonna burn in?
Dude, it's got burns all over it. Because
you leave
I
it
watch
on.
Netflix and I just fall asleep and it just stays there.
You wake up and you
oh,
gotta. Are you still watching with
I'm
Peter
getting-
in the background with the weird, frozen face or something?
Dude, I don't even care. I'm getting a new. I'm going back to 4K TV anyways.
The monitors at work at Malco, they've all got burn ins. So like if you leave something on the screen for like 30 minutes, you come back and you move it around, it's still gonna be on the screen. It's just burned in.
That's so funny.
But it like resets every time you turn off the TV.
Don't use plasma, people. Fuck. Plasma is terrible. It was a horrible invention.
Hey, Mike,
All right.
we hadn't been recording this whole time.
Are you serious?
No, I'm just kidding.
Dude, I'd fucking flip this
All right,
table,
let's start
dude.
over.
Just fucking flip it. The Division
What
was a
about it?
big fuck up this year. Man, that release is one of the biggest games people were expecting in
I'd say it was
2016.
a fuck up, but
I was excited. Dude, I was
I'm
like,
still
dude,
with
this is going to be
Brandon
the best
on
game.
on the biggest fuck up.
I pre-ordered it, bought the season pass, got fucked.
God fucked.
For a week straight, I played the shit out of it, and I got max gear, everything, gold,
And then you
everything.
realized you were done.
And then the week later, they had a new update where they added in new gear sets, and my gear set became obsolete, and it was a low tier, and I got pissed, so I quit.
Well, I know, Brandon, you were probably going to say this, but you told me the thing you hated about Destiny, it was like, what's the max light, like 400 now?
It's 400 now, just hit it.
And you'd be like 360 light, and then you'd play for 3 hours, 361 light, and then you play for another 5 hours, 361 and
It
a
was
half
slow.
light.
It's a looter shooter, yeah. I mean, it's all about keeping you
Like, would you have
stuck on that game playing.
when there's nothing more to your game except for... See, I say this, but I love Diablo. When there's nothing more to your game except for giving the same item, which is better stats and rehashed skin, like, a little bit of a remixed skin, your game's pretty much shit.
But they give you the option that you can throw real money into it to help you achieve that. And
Guys, let me tell you about this last update, okay? We call it the season, all right, of the reskins, all right? So they took all the gear and weapons from year one that you got when you were like level 5, and they added different colors to it.
Sounds about right.
real easy on their
So-
part.
And then I spent days trying to get it.
You know how you do that?
Um,
You open up the JPEG and paint, and you hit that little paint bucket tool, and then you click let's make it blue.
Let's make it blue.
You click on each pixel and you're done.
And save.
And then you just
And
watch
save.
all the Destiny players flood onto the servers and try to get it.
See, I picture at Bungie/EA/Activision, whoever does Destiny shit, I picture them, they just have a big fuck you button, and the guys are like, hey boss, we ready? Yeah, go ahead and hit it.
Yeah, let's go ahead and hit it and hack up the story in like 6 different ways.
Hit that button, it releases new DLC. The best DLC yet. Still makes your game shit.
Wii U dies a sad, lonely death. Sales dropped off drastically this year. Horribly bad.
Wii U came out at a bad time. At a weird time.
But how?
It
They
just
go
was
off their
so
own
weird.
schedule. They don't go up
They
against
do,
anyone.
but like, it was out of nowhere. So much out of nowhere that no one wanted it.
It was pretty random.
Like, everybody was content where they were, and they're like, okay, we'll wait for the next Xbox, wait for the next PlayStation, wait for the next Nintendo console. And they're just like, here you go! And everybody's like, sitting there like, we didn't really want this yet. Now, there is... Brandon, you might not agree with me, but there is a lot of good reasons to buy a Wii. And I will say...
Can't think of them?
No, I'm trying to think of a bunch of them. There's a lot of virtual console stuff.
Mario Kart 23.
No, the Mario Kart was shit.
Mario Party 23.
Yeah.
They just keep bringing the same shit out, man. I get tired of it. That's why I'm ready for Zelda.
Xenoblade.
Zelda's gonna... Dude, I still haven't played that fucking game
You
yet.
see how excited he got? That's all you need.
So awesome, dude.
Smash Bros.
I want to
New
play
one was
Xenoblade
awesome.
So bad. We need to play it right now.
People still love Melee, but
Is Xenoblade on DS yet? We're gonna look it up.
that's my answer.
Xenoblade.
I think it's not. And if it was, it wouldn't be able to.
3DS.
Oh wait, yeah, because you had to get the
Wii
new one.
and new 3DS.
Yes, you had to get the new one.
Is it
and
the
that's
same
why.
game? It's just 3DS version?
I don't think so. I think it's a different game.
I don't know. I might actually pick that up. I'm actually gonna go dust off my new 3DS and start playing that. I'll have to get Sun and Moon too.
I still think Nintendo has the possibility to come out with something completely new and innovative, but I just haven't seen it.
They do. No, I was talking to Mike about this. The Switch. I don't know if you've seen much about it, but what do you think of that?
I get it. It's a handheld console that you can play anywhere. I understand it, but still in the same realm, I think that they could put out bigger, more immersive games than what they do. It's not really about the system or the compatibility or the platform, but their game genres are just very, very dismal.
You know why? It's because they don't like third parties. Being like, they don't like indie companies making games for them and things like that. Like
They used to.
Yeah, but it's pretty much just it comes from Nintendo now, and that's what hurts you. That you have amazing games like Splatoon. Splatoon was like Overwatch for a younger audience. Splatoon was a great game, still coming out with updates and things like that. Super Smash Bros. Great game, still great to this day. But I feel like they're relying too much on their older shit. They're like, hey, virtual console with all this stuff, which is great. I mean, I'll pay $5 to play Ocarina of Time, on a handheld and be cool, be pretty cool to do.
They're relying on their older shit too
But
much.
they put too much effort into a single game, and that's not what sells consoles. Quantity sells consoles.
Maybe with all this extra money they're making from the NES Classic they re-released, they
Oh
can
my
actually
gosh.
put towards some new games.
They sold like 170,000 of those in like the first week.
Did you see what happened? I want to start doing this every year. I just found out about it, but they have a worldwide Secret Santa on Reddit every year.
Yep.
And I'm gonna do that.
Did you see the guy that got
Yeah.
Bill Gates?
Yeah, you got fucking Bill Gates, dude. He got a Minecraft Xbox One S. He got 3 Elite controllers, and he had a bunch of fucking other video games and shit. Like, I was like, dude, I want Bill Gates, dude. Fuck you. Yeah, that was fucking. I'm gonna start doing that every year.
I want to get Gaben.
Gaben, yeah. Here's Half-Life 3.
Ooh.
Oh.
Let's do it.
No, what I was saying.
Thanks, Bill Gates.
What I think would be a. It's hard to say. What would be a smart move for Nintendo? I think they should make the Switch compatible with DS games because they have. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's got a cartridge bay, and it's the same size as DS, from what you can tell. And I think it'd be smart.
But it's going to kill the DS, won't it?
I don't think so. There was, what did I say? There was something that I said, and I can't remember what it was, but it was something that would like help.
We've
not
had this
kill the
conversation
3DS.
so
Yes,
many
we have.
times. Like I think it's going to end up ruining their sales.
I still think it's going backwards.
I think no. What I said was I think
You're right.
It'd be cool if you could play the games, but not mobily. Like you could play them on the big screen or something. Like you would still need a DS to take it and go everywhere else.
Yeah.
There wouldn't really be a way that you could say
I have
that
no
without just being a cop out. But I don't know. I think it'd be cool.
I think they went a little back with it too. I mean, the screen's only 720. I mean, come on, people.
Yep, Nintendo
My
is.
screen is is like half the size of their screen, and that's 4K. So I don't know. I don't get it.
Yeah, they've never been big on graphics though.
They need to start if they want to start putting up big numbers.
Graphics aren't everything, but in my opinion, a mobile phone has more capability than a Nintendo platform.
When you have a
fuck yeah.
Wii emulator on your phone, yeah, it's pretty bad. You can't even emulate a PS3 to my knowledge. I don't think you can.
I've never tried.
But a Wii, you can emulate a Wii.
PS3, fuck.
Yeah,
I don't
that'd
think
be pretty intensive.
But
a
then,
lot of people are pissed off about Disney canceling Infinity, which I don't know why. That was a huge cash grab for them. They were making a lot of money off that.
You know Disney Infinity, it's
I do. I've
Skylanders.
never played it or saw it.
the
Yeah,
Skylanders
they
ripoff.
made way more money than Skylanders did, but for some
Really?
reason they canned it. Yeah, they were making bank.
See, those never appealed to me. I don't know if you know how you play it. But you buy the game, you got the little pad, and then
Yeah.
you have little monsters and creatures and plastic figures that you put on there, and it stores all your information on
And
there.
Disney owns
Which
everything.
is kind of cool, but I don't care.
No.
And it's going online for like as soon as the new expansions come out, it'll be like box full of 300 figurines for $200. Okay, well there's a reason.
Started in 2013, went for 3 years only, and
Yeah.
then they just canned it. And it's like, why, dude? And they had all those great characters, Star Wars and Marvel and all the fucking original Disney characters. It was weird.
We got to understand though, that's not something that was made for us. It was made for like
Kids.
14-year-olds,
Yeah.
not
My
25-year-olds.
sister,
14.
My sister,
Okay, 12.
my sister's 14. She plays the shit out of Skylanders.
She was 11 when
and
it came out.
Infinity. Yeah.
Yeah.
PewDiePie didn't delete his channel at 50 million subs. Okay.
Everybody knew that was
All right,
going to
Kotaku,
happen.
relax. All right.
He has been not advertising, but mentioning that second channel in his videos for like a year now. Everybody knew. I mean, as soon as he came out with that video, he's like, 50 million, I'm deleting my channel. He doesn't say he's deleting the PewDiePie channel. He said he's deleting my channel.
He won't delete it.
No,
He
didn't.
just did it because that's the only way to make money nowadays on fucking YouTube. So
I just don't give a shit. He's funny as fuck. I don't
Uplay
care.
still sucks. Yeah, well, it does.
Yeah, it does.
VR becomes a console war. Yeah, nobody cares. Oh, this is the biggest heartbreak right here for me.
All right.
Because you know how much I love
Last
Sleeping
thing, 'cause
Dogs.
We're running pretty long here.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, we haven't even gotten to the rest of the stuff.
Oh, fuck me. I'm going to save it
We'll
for another
run
day.
through it. We'll run through it.
All right, run through it.
Okay, this is the biggest upset for me for 2016.
Go ahead.
Sleeping Dogs 2 was canceled, and the company that made it got closed down.
See, now that's that's not a game that appeals to me, but it looked.
I bought it like 3 or 4
yeah,
times.
You did. No, it looked. Did you ever play it?
No, I didn't.
It's like a kung fu GTA, if I'm not mistaken, like a martial arts GTA
Yes.
kind of.
Yeah.
And
It
a
was
lot of
fun.
people were saying it didn't get the recognition it deserves, which is the case with a lot of games.
It was a really fun game.
But I hate to see them canceling things because that means there wasn't enough interest to do it. They couldn't afford to do it.
Yeah.
Sometimes that happens, and you got to drop off certain things.
Sucks. Lionhead was closed down. Microsoft closed Lionhead, the people that made Fable, my favorite childhood game.
Oh yeah, but they hadn't come out with a Fable game, and
Yeah, I know. I was
What,
hoping for
Fable
a
Legends?
4, but they closed it.
They really screwed themselves on their latest release. It's not Fable. It's not anything like it.
isn't it the
Was
one you
it
need
Fable
to connect?
Legends or something? Or
Yeah, that's exactly what
wasn't
it was.
like a MOBA or something?
It's real hard to explain, actually, what exactly it was.
I didn't know it released.
What was wrong with the Fables they had before?
Nothing. It was
Why not?
perfect.
They were
Everybody
perfect.
loved it.
I
They
loved
wanted a
them.
sequel.
Yeah, they weren't like masterpieces, but
It's
they
not
were fun
broke.
to play.
Why fix it? Case in point, Pokemon. Why Nintendo will never go out of business.
Ever.
Next.
Well, actually, they've kind of lost my interest with the 600 or however many there are.
But
Pokemon Go.
Pokemon Go, yeah.
That was a big thing this year, huh?
I'm gonna
For
see
a couple weeks, and then they ended just kind of shit.
Yeah, that's another developer issue
the
where they take away features and don't care to fix them.
and they don't
Niantic.
give a shit.
They didn't do well. Battlefront, that was a big blunder. This year.
Let me tell you why. Oh God, it's Forbes. It's probably gonna not let me go through because nope, it let me. Never mind.
Usually they say, disable your ad blocker to view Forbes.com.
But Pokemon Sun and Moon were the fastest selling Nintendo games ever in America, ever released. That's everything. Back to the Nintendo, the original one. And that's why Nintendo's never going to die, because of Pokemon.
Whoa. All right, let's run through these real quick. Just some topics I want to bring up.
3.7 million.
Star Wars
copies
Rogue
sold.
One has made 290.5 million.
What'd you think of
worldwide.
it? What'd you think of it, Brandon?
I loved it. It was freaking amazing.
Really?
One of the best releases that they've ever
Better
had.
than 7?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
I would
wow,
say it
okay.
was. It goes real far back to the originality of the 1970s movies, and it actually has, well, everybody knows, if y'all don't already, it's not a prequel to the prequels. It's a prequel to the original 1970s.
The original 3.
So
yeah,
it
it's like
actually
right
goes-
before episode 4, right?
Yep.
It goes off that story, which everyone agreed worldwide that was the best story.
Darth Vader.
Of course.
Exactly.
Yep.
And they did bring back some characters, no big name characters. R2-D2 makes an appearance. C-3PO makes an appearance. They CGI Leia in at the end.
Because she's old as fuck.
Yep.
So she's fucking...
Did you see that picture of Carrie Fisher on Reddit? I know you did. That one of her in the ocean, looking hot as
When she was
hot
doing the
as
photo shoot?
hell. God,
yeah,
yes.
that was a huge thing. But all right, 290.5 million worldwide. Go see the movie. I'm going to be seeing it soon. Avengers Infinity War. Holy shit. Starts for filming next month. I can't wait, dude. We're going to start seeing some shit with Thanos. It's going to be sick, finally. Finally.
I remember back when Avengers came out, and there was that Facebook thing that came out, and this was in 2012, and it was a picture, and it was like, here's all the releases for the next 7 years, and had all the way up to 2019. It's hard to believe we're almost in 2017.
We're getting there.
We got 2 more years, and
Crazy.
What are they going to do after that?
They'll probably switch it up and have different characters. I know we get Doctor Strange coming in.
Doctor Strange was great. Did
talking
you see
about-
Doctor Strange?
Not yet.
I have
Me
not.
too.
They're talking about him being the flagship. He'll probably take over for Tony Stark and stuff like that. Man steals money from work and spends it on Game of War. Dude, this guy stole $4.8 million in the span of like 7 years.
Is Game of War, is that stupid one they
App.
advertised with Kate Upton?
I think so, yeah.
She's like, play Game of War.
Yeah.
Are you
yeah.
sure that's...
Show 'em.
which one does Arnold Schwarzenegger
Show
endorse?
me your tits. Oh, that's a different one. It's that modern military
Oh,
game.
never mind.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called. Top 5 movies of 2016, real quick. Deadpool, Star Wars, Force Awakens, Zootopia, Captain America, Civil War, and then this really weird one, Batman vs. Superman.
I'm sorry, did you just say Star Wars Force Awakens?
Sorry, Force Awakens. Yeah.
For 2016? That came out last year.
This is based on plays on Google Play.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And that's why Batman's on here. Otherwise, Batman vs. Superman wouldn't be on here. Because that movie was fucking terrible. Also, the Suicide
he
Game.
doesn't like
Batman vs. Superman or Suicide Squad.
Oh,
They were rush trash. Rumored Suicide Squad came.
Well, hold on. Brandon's got some rebuttal to that.
Oh,
not
what
you
really.
got?
I'll completely agree.
Oh,
I
never
didn't
mind.
like the Batman vs. Superman. And, I mean, it was rushed, like you said. And they really didn't go along with the story like I thought.
No,
You know what they need to do? Take that V, change it to an and.
There you go.
Or they
Mass
could've
marketing
just-
genius.
Or they just could have called it Dawn of Justice and brought other people in, like
Yeah.
Flash. And
Called it Batman and Superman.
Well, didn't they only have 2 fights in the entire movie?
they had one fight.
One
Well,
fight.
they had
It
the
was
one-
10 minutes long.
They had the one where Batman was just like shooting him with shit and trying to hit him, and Superman was just like,
reflected off him.
No.
Superman's like, no.
and then they had the one where he was like, they have Martha. Why did you say that name?
Yeah, and it's like, yeah. 'Cause
That's
one-
my mom's name too. We're best friends.
We're best friends, yeah.
Brendan, what's your mom's name?
Oh, Sherry.
Mine too. We're best friends.
We're best
Our
friends.
dads are the same name.
Yeah, you're right.
Rumored Suicide Squad game is canceled. Thank God. That was a shit movie.
What did you think of Suicide Squad?
I actually like Suicide Squad, but I was hoping for it to be a little bit better than what it was.
Yeah. The thing about it, and I've said this for years, Marvel has always been like the mysticism and fantasy side of the superhero world, and then what is it?
DC.
DC is kind of like the gritty and kind of more actiony and more realistic kind of styles.
I wanted to see more from the Joker.
Yeah,
He didn't really have that big
that
of a
was
role in the movie.
trash. They advertised the shit out of Jared Leto as the Joker.
Say this. I'm gonna keep saying it. Jared Leto did a terrible job as Joker, and it was awkward and cringe.
He didn't like it.
It was cringe. I see why they cut him out a lot.
Did they? Did they have a lot more with him?
Oh yeah, they had a lot more. Yeah, watch the extended. I watched the extended finally online. They just added like 4 more scenes. Thanks.
I feel like
You
everybody
clarified a
tries
lot.
to do this Heath Ledger thing nowadays. Like
Can't,
like
man. You just can't.
Jesse Eisenberg or whatever.
Yeah. Like, why are you... Stop snorting, dude. Stop snorting coke. Real quick, here's some quick news. Steam now supports DualShock 4, finally.
Woot woot.
You could join the For Honor closed beta, which I will be doing. It's on Ubisoft's website. And Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered, hey, is getting 6 new maps.
Woo!
And AMD Zen is expected to release first quarter in 2017, which Daniel and I...
Brandon's getting nervous over there. He's
I
like,
know-
oh God,
I
AMD's
know-
coming back?
I know for sure Daniel and I have been excited about that. They need to do something because that 480 was not as good as
Well, here's the thing.
it was supposed to be.
Here's the thing. They need to do something quick because tax return comes. I'm getting a 1070, and
You
the
gonna
highest
get the Zen?
AMD 9590 right now cannot support it. Cannot
Really?
run well with it. Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Everybody.
Well, they
a
said
lot of
first
people-
quarter, so it should be out by May, hopefully.
A lot of people are saying it's going to bottleneck with that kind of processor.
Even the 9590. Okay.
Yeah.
I tell you what, that graphics series 1000, whew, that's an awesome series, man. I'll just run 2 1070s. Let's do it. All right.
Oh my God.
But all right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Really do appreciate. Wait, hold on. What are we running at? What is our time?
Like an hour and 15.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, I knew we were going to talk about those big fucking games, dude. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We really do appreciate it. Next week, week 14, I don't know what we'll be talking about. We might have Zach. I don't know. We'll probably have
Might
Brandon.
have Brandon. Might have Lucas.
Brandon,
might have
you know.
everybody.
We'll try and...
Next week,
hopefully-
Ethan from H3H3.
Yeah, hopefully next week we'll have a more definitive answer of what's going on over here at the FilmScream podcast. But we really do appreciate it. Brandon, thank you so much for filling
You got
in.
anything? Any last words?
Any last words?
Last suggestions? Last
Thanks for having me. Samsung,
absolutely.
Intel,
I did not have.
NVIDIA.
I did not have
Xbox.
I did not have sex with that woman.
No.
Did not have sex.
Did you? I'm sorry. Did you just say? Did you just say some triggering shit over here?
I
think
did.
you did.
and it
Intel?
just
Go,
let it
go
pass.
ahead. Say it again. Say it again.
Fuck Intel. All right.
Um,
And fuck Apple.
No, thanks for coming on.
I agree with Apple.
I know it was. I know it was short notice. It's like 2 days ago. I was like, "Hey, you want to be on it?" And he's
Yeah,
like,
no,
sure.
it was awesome. Thank you for the fill-in. I really do
Absolutely.
appreciate it. We'll try. We'll figure out what's going on next week, and we're going to try and get more of something set in stone by next week. So, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Sorry for being a day late, but you'll get over it. And thank you for the 100 likes. Woo woo.
Woo!
We'll see you guys next week for week 14. Bye.
Here's where you
See ya.
say. Here's where you say bye and like the weirdest. Bye.
Boy.
Bye.
There you go.
Cracky.
Dun-dun, dun-dun.